Hi, Tekabasi. Hello. Hello, Sunday Right. Hello. Hello. And welcome to my first live stream. Hello, hello. Please click the like button as you join, please. Please click like. Please like, please like, please like. Thank you. Thanks for the great content you have been giving us. You're welcome. That's a very kind comment. Thank you. Good evening. Hello and welcome. Thank you for your likes. Please click the like button as you join. Thank you. Hello, welcome, Personal James. Welcome, good evening. Amazing work. Thank you. Thank you. Please click the like button as you join. Welcome to my very first live stream. Thanks for always finding time to educate us. Thank you, James. So I think we can make a start. I figured since we are about 950 subscribers strong, um, I should do like um, a get to know me live so you can interact live with me. And if you've got any questions you would like to ask, um, we can do it live here. What I've also done is I've penned down about 10 to 15 questions to answer around my personal life, my professional life, questions about nursing, YouTube, my YouTube and content creation journey, nursing school, and student life. So I'm going to be answering some of those questions. And if you've got any questions you would like to ask, to know me a little better than what you see on the screen, so a little behind the scenes about me, then just put them in the chat box and I'll try to answer. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. I appreciate your support. So one of the questions I have down is what inspired you to become a nurse? So I know this might sound really cliche, but I've always had a deep desire to help people. I always love to help people, and nursing felt like the perfect blend of compassion and science. And also, my inspiration into nursing, mental health nursing specifically, came from a personal experience. You know, um, I saw firsthand the lack of knowledge about mental health in the part of the world where I come from, and how just having that basic knowledge could have made such a difference in their recovery. So it just made me want to be that person that would want to support and help people who are dealing with mental health issues, just to make them feel like they're not alone, and it's not something else that's wrong with them. It's not normal to per se, but it's something that happens, and just to create that awareness and help support and promote the recovery of people who are suffering with mental health issues. Hi, Best Nurse. Hi, Abu. Thank you for joining. Abu Onu. Thank you for joining. So, another question I penned down is, where are you from, and how did your upbringing influence your career choice? So, for me, nursing is not like my first career choice. So I've got a background in human physiology. So for my bachelor's degree, I did human physiology. I also have a master's degree in public health, and I've worked in I've worked with that degree, those two degrees, for about 8+ years before deciding to go back to school to do nursing. And for those of you who don't know, I am from Nigeria, in Africa, and in the part of the world where I come from, mental health is almost like a taboo topic. It's something result of mental health nursing as a career. Stay organized. And I just try to, when people ask me, I say, I find the time. There's someone who asked me, how do you find the time to do YouTube? And I said, I just find the time. So what I do is I try to stay organized. Try to plan my schedule ahead of time. I try to set clear boundaries between work, school, content creation, and also personal time. Um, I try to prioritize self care so that I can keep my energy levels up because I don't want to suffer burnout. Sometimes it's tough, it can be really, really tough, but it's all about staying focused on what matters most. All right, moving on. What are your hobbies outside of nursing? So, when I'm not at work or making content or, busy spending time with my family, I love reading and I love experimenting with cooking new recipes. I also love cleaning. For some reason, it helps me stay centered and keeps my stress or keeps my mind in check. So I find cleaning really therapeutic. So when I'm not doing any of the other things I'm supposed to be doing, I love reading books, I love cooking, and I love cleaning. Cleaning helps really, really, really helps clear my head. So the next question I'm going to answer is what's the hardest part of nursing school for you? So for me, the hardest part of nursing school is managing the workload. So between studying, clinicals, exams, and practice placements, it often gets really overwhelming. Um, I often joke with my colleagues that if you go through nursing school and at some point you don't ask yourself, if you don't ask yourself, why did I get on this journey? Because it's going to get to a point where it will feel so overwhelming and you'll be wondering, how did I get myself here? Um, but what I have learned to do is how to prioritize tasks and accept that I can't always do everything perfectly. So I ask for help when I need help. Finding supportive colleagues also makes a huge difference. If you can find a supportive study group, that helps. But if not, if you can find supportive colleagues that you can call when you need help with something, that's what I've been doing, and it's made a huge difference. Another question is, what's your favorite area of nursing? So I think I've mentioned this before. I'm really passionate about mental health nursing. It's incredibly rewarding to work with patients who are struggling with their mental health and to support them on their journey to recovery. I also love the holistic approach about mental health. So I'm not into adult nursing, so I can't really say much about that. But I feel like mental health has this really holistic approach where you're not just about treating the symptoms of the illness, but you're really getting into the root of what is going on. That's one of the major areas I love about mental health nursing. Don't forget, if you've got any questions for me, you can just pop them in the chat box and I'll respond to them. So shall we move on to the next question then? Um, what made you start your YouTube channel, Dianny? So I know that I say that a lot in virtually all my videos, but I started the Nostani channel because I wanted to share my journey and experiences in nursing school. Um, I also wanted to provide, not wanted to, want to provide mental health awareness, mental health tips, and health advice to a wider audience. Um, I saw that there were so many people with questions about nursing school and mental health, especially mental health. And I just wanted to create a space where I could offer real, relatable advice and support and just create awareness basically about a lot of mental health issues that most people are not aware of or are aware of, but they've got a negative, or they've got misconceptions, they've got a negative idea about, or they've got misconceptions about. So that's why I started this YouTube channel. And so far, the feedback has been amazing. I don't know what you guys think. What do you think? What do you think? Are you getting value from the videos? Do you think that the channel is providing the sort of valuable insights that you're looking to see? Abu is asking, do you ever scared? Do you ever get scared of not meeting your targets? What kind of targets are you talking about? Are you talking about targets for the YouTube channel, or what sort of targets? Is it targets for nursing school? Please let me know, Abu. Okay, so while I wait for Abu to respond to the sort of targets he's talking about, um, let me take another question. Um, how do you come up with ideas for your videos? A lot of my ideas come from my own experiences. So, experiences from when I was back home in my country, experiences from my interactions with people, experiences with I see while on placements, or whether it's something I've dealt with at work or a challenge I faced in nursing school. I also get ideas from the community, so our YouTube community. I get ideas from family and friends. People sometimes leave comments when I make videos. They leave comments or they send messages asking for advice on specific topics, and that often inspires my content as well. Okay, on to the next question. How do you stay motivated during nursing school? It's not always easy, but I stay motivated by keeping my end goal in mind. Um, I remind myself why I started nursing school in the first place. I also try to set small, achievable goals along the way, which keep me moving forward even when things get tough. And then I'm surrounded with a supportive family, and I also surround myself with supportive classmates, friends, and colleagues, and that has also been key in helping me to stay motivated. Okay, so Abu has said general life targets. I believe everyone has a target in life. Okay, so do you ever get scared of not meeting your targets? So, my life targets. Okay, that's interesting because sometimes when we set targets, we often put pressure on ourselves to achieve those targets within a certain time frame. But, you know, life always happens. And so I think the best way to look at it is not to get scared of not meeting your targets. I feel like what we should be worried about is scared of not moving at all, not moving forward. Every single day, even if it's baby steps, make sure that you're taking those baby steps one day at a time to achieve your targets. And for me, I'm not scared of achieving my targets because I feel like there's no time frame to achieve anything. You can achieve anything at any age, at any time in life, as long as you set your mind to it. So, no, I don't get scared of not meeting my targets. And I try to make those targets, those goals, um, I make them small and achievable so that I achieve one at a time, and then every day I set small, make them realistic, and you know the feeling of achieving those goals, helps you to keep moving forward as well. Yeah. So one of the very interesting questions I wrote down was, what do you wish you had known before starting nursing school? Um, I wish I had known how important it is to take care of yourself throughout the process. Um, Nursing school can be really intense, and if you neglect your mental and physical health, it doesn't help. Um, Sometime this year, um, I suffered a major breakdown because I was really stressed and burnt out from all the workload and everything. And after I recovered from that, I realized that you need to actually find ways to distress and make time for yourself even when things get hectic. So yes, you're in nursing school, you want to do very well in nursing school and all of that. But yes, you have to pace yourself. You have to find ways to distress. You have to take care of yourself throughout the process. It's not going to be worth it if at the end of the journey you don't have the health, the mental and physical capacity to practice as a nurse because when you didn't look after yourself while you were in nursing school. So that's very important. So that's one of the things I wish I had known before starting nursing school. If you've got any other questions from me, please pop them in the chat box. Anyone else has a question? And I hope I answered your question, Abu. I hope I answered your question. If I didn't, please let me know. Maybe I must have misunderstood it, but I hope I managed to answer your question. Oh, hi, Chika. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Amazing work and content, does Dianny. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Chika. Okay, I appreciate your comment. Thank you. Thank you. So, if you're just joining us, this is my very first live stream on this channel, and I figured that I should come live. Since our community is growing, we're almost 1,000 subscribers strong, and I just felt that it would be nice to give you an opportunity to interact with me live and ask me any questions you would you would like to ask, maybe to get to know me better. So that's the reason for this live stream. Um, Hopefully this goes well and we start doing this more frequently. So we've just been taking a couple of questions. If you missed the beginning, if you can't watch the replay of the live stream later, I've just been answering a couple of questions. So what I did was I penned down about 10 to 15 questions that I feel people might want to ask based on the sort of questions I've gotten before and the input of a few people. I was able to pen down a couple of questions, and those are the questions I've been answering. So another question I put down was, how do you handle clinical placements and the stresses that come with them? Hmm. So I'm currently rounding off a clinical placement, and It's been about how many weeks now? I think this placement was around June, July, August, roughly around 8 weeks, I think. Um, and when you're doing clinical placements, you're literally working 12 plus hour shifts. So, depending on the number of hours that you need to cover for that particular placement, you'll find that you probably have to work 3 or 4 shifts every week. Now, clinical placements can actually be quite stressful because you don't want to go to a clinical placement and you're not learning anything. You also don't want to go to a clinical placement and you're not being useful on the placement. So, my fellow nursing students will understand clinical placements can be quite stressful and the expectations are really high. So you find that um, you're going to be really, really busy. And if you're like me that has to go to placement probably 3 to 4 times a week, and then you also have to juggle that with your work and family, then you can imagine how stressful that is. But I've been planning to film a video about clinical placement tips to start off right, because I feel like if you plan your placements in advance, you know what your placement objectives are, what you want to achieve on the placement, and if you feel like your placement area is not you're not going to be able to achieve your proficiencies and the things that you need to achieve on that placement, if you need to arrange a spoke placement and all of that, if you plan yourself in advance, then I think it sort of reduces the stress, because placements is not just about going onto the wards or going into the community, depending on the sort of placement you have. It's also a lot of reflective essays. So you've got to do a lot of reflective writing and all of that. So I think planning well in advance is one of the things that has helped me with my clinical placements, and then also trying to find a way to balance, you know, the placement, work, the stress and the burnout. So basically, just yeah, it's tough, but make sure to practice self-care, um, set boundaries, try not to overstep your boundaries, try not to take work home with you mentally, um, make time for activities that help you recharge, even if it's exercise or spending time with loved ones. It's also important to talk to someone if you're feeling overwhelmed, whether it's a colleague or a friend. I think it also helps with handling the stress that comes with clinical placements. Amazing content so far and awareness. Thank you so much, Teka Basi. Thank you. Thank you for your support on the channel. So I wanted this live stream to be around an hour, depending on, or a little bit over an hour, depending on how interactive it is. So let's see how many more questions do I have to answer. No questions for me. If you've got a question, ask. Come on, come on, come on. Ask something. I know that this is a get to know me live stream, but if you've got any other questions um, regarding the content I've been putting out, or if you've got any suggestions, um, please share them. Pop them in the chat box, please. I think I've literally answered all the questions I had pinned down, except for one, I think, one or two. Let me have a look. So yeah, what's the most rewarding part of your nursing journey so far? I think. the most rewarding part is seeing um, how much I've grown as an individual, first and foremost, and then also seeing the positive impact that I can have on someone's life. You know, so whether it's helping patients manage their illness, um, advocating for them, being there for them emotionally, providing education and support, knowing that I've made a difference every day, even in the smallest of ways, gives me so much fulfillment. And I'm so proud of my journey so far. Hiya. Hi. Welcome. So I've been answering a couple of questions, not so many questions. We're not so many on this live stream. It's our first one, so hopefully the next one and the next couple of ones after this one will be much better. But what I've been doing so far on this live, if you've missed it, is trying to answer a couple of questions about myself, about my journey um, as a YouTuber, about my professional and nursing journey, and all of that. So if you've missed it, please watch the replay so that you can see it from the beginning. So if you've got any questions, I'm waiting so that we can end this live stream. Have you got any questions, any comments, any thoughts you'd like to share? Suggestions, topics you'd like me to cover? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Abu. Thank you. Thank you for your question. I hope I managed to answer it. Thank you. I appreciate you coming on this live, every single one of you that joined. I appreciate your support on the channel. If you haven't seen the most recent long form video I posted, please make sure to watch it. Please make sure to also like. It's very important to like because it helps the channel to grow, and it also encourages me to keep um, creating more valuable content. Because trust me, combining um, nursing school, work, life, and YouTube is not a walk in the park. So please encourage me by watching my videos, um, engaging with them, because it's definitely a balancing act trying to create content and make sure that no other aspect of my life and my studies suffer. So please continue to support the channel, continue to like, continue to share the videos. I'm still waiting to see. Okay. True, never get scared of meeting targets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Never get scared of meeting targets. If you set targets, your deadlines are not set in stone. If you're not able to achieve your targets by your set deadline, it's okay to extend the deadline. Yeah. So should we end the live stream now since there are no more questions? Should we end the live stream now? Would you like me to come on live once in a while? Is this something you would like me to continue doing? Because this is our first one. We're just trying this out. So is this something you would like me to do maybe every week, every other week? It's nice to interact live like this. All right. So in the absence of any other questions or comments or thoughts, I think I'll just like to use this opportunity to say thank you to every single one of you who joined this live stream. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. I didn't, it's my first time doing this, so I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work. But thank you for taking your time to be here. And hopefully, I'll get better at this and we'll have more live streams in future. Maybe we can do some, instead of normal long form sit down videos, we can actually come online and discuss certain topics so that it's interactive. So Abu is asking, what advice do you have for your viewers about nursing? So it depends on what kind of um, advice you're asking for. Are you asking for advice in general about nursing? If that is the case, then yeah, nursing is a great career choice for anyone at any age. Um, I always, yeah, that's true. There's something someone asked me one time on one of my videos. She said she feels like she's a mature student, and then is she able to do nursing with no science background? Now, let me share this with you. My nursing program is a master's program, and in my cohort, I've got classmates with no science background, no prior nursing background, no science background. I come from a science background because I did human physiology and public health, but I've got classmates who did management. I've got classmates who did engineering. I've got classmates who did um, courses that have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with science, not to talk of nursing. But because it's a master's degree, yeah, they were accepted. So I feel like if your advice is related to that, anyone can do a master's in nursing with zero nursing background. At least I have seen that. So it's not like someone told me you can do a master's in nursing with zero nursing background. Yeah. And then um what other advice can I give for nursing? So if you're doing nursing, one of the things you have to notice that you have to work really hard. You have to work really hard because this is a course that has to do with human lives. So obviously, you know that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. So you know that you have to work really hard. And also, there are some traits that you need to have to be able to do nursing. I did a video about that. If you check the videos, you'll see a video where I did nursing is not for you. So if you know that you cannot you're not a compassionate person, you're not empathetic, nothing is not for you. Please just don't do it. Just don't do it. You have to have certain skills, patience, compassion, good communication skills, and all of that. I think that video is worth watching. And then at the end of it, it's hard work, but at the end of it, the hard work will eventually pay off. So I think that's the advice I have regarding nursing. I don't know what specific aspect of nursing you're asking about, but hopefully that helps. So yeah, I think I was just thanking all of you for coming on the live stream, and I appreciate your support, and hopefully we get to do this more frequently. So I'm going to end this live stream now. If you've got any questions or comments or anything else you'd want to share, just leave them in the comments. I'll have a look at them and I'll respond accordingly. So thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for your support. And yes, yes, for sure it was amazing. We should do this again. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Thank you. So I think yeah, we should do this again. It's something it's something we're considering doing more frequently. So thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next live. Don't forget to keep supporting the channel. Don't forget to keep liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much for your support, and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye bye.